Fam, you too. This is Coach Rod. If this is your first time tuning into my channel, my name is Coach Rod. I'm a relationship and life coach, motivational speaker, man of God, and I'm an author of the book called Queen Don't Settle. I'm glad you tuned into my channel. Please hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button and click on that bell so you can get some good videos, good content, and you won't miss no video. But I just felt led to come back on here because for some reason I'm not released from what I was talking about earlier this morning. And what dropped in my spirit was I've heard my man Tony say this a couple of times on his video. A man should run a marathon and not a sprint. And what y'all got to understand is, so that's where I'm getting it from. And what y'all got to understand is, when a man runs a sprint, see, a sprint is for the short term. A marathon is for the long term. And one of the reasons why, not the only reason, one of the reasons why men don't value women and don't respect women, because women don't require a man to run a marathon to get them. All the man got to do is come in your life and run a sprint, and then he got you. What I mean by this is, all the man got to do is come in every woman's life, promise her dreams, love bomb her, say all the right thing, do all the right thing. He don't hardly got to spend time with her. He ain't got to prove himself to her. 1 or 2 months later, he got a engagement ring, and she accept his engagement ring. That's a sprint. That's a sprint. Whenever you let a man come in your life and put a ring on your finger, within a couple of weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, and you accept that engagement ring, he just ran a sprint. But see, to run a marathon, it takes more discipline. It takes more, self-control. It's much harder to run a marathon because marathon, it lasts longer. Marathon, you got to keep running when you get tired. You see what I'm saying? And that's one of the reasons why men do not respect women. All they got to do is come in a woman's life and love on the woman, tell her all the stuff she want to hear, take her out on a couple of dates. Oh, you my wife. Oh, I want to marry you. And then not even a month, 3 or 4 weeks, this man got a ring on your finger, talking about he wants to marry you, and you just met this man. You just met this man. And I don't advise no woman to let a man propose to her and she accept that proposal inside of 6 months. Inside of 6 months, I don't advise that. Now, I'm going to say this here. Can it work? It's possible that it can work if a man proposes to you that fast. But I'm telling y'all what I know as a coach. People who don't coach, they might not agree with me on this here. Regular people like some of y'all might say ain't nothing wrong with that. But when you in the trenches and when you are coaching, when you seeing this on a daily and a weekly basis, that a man comes in a woman's life, when he first meet that woman, that man is everything that woman won't. Talk to her real good, promise her all this stuff here, and just do everything he want her to do. Then the woman fall for it. Or not, she falling for it. And she do not allow this man to run a marathon to get her. What you gotta realize is, whenever a man run a sprint to get you, that man's not gonna respect you. That man's not gonna value you. That's why so many women who are married, That is why so many women who are married, so many women who are in relationships. The last time I checked, according to the statistics, 6 out of every 10 couples, 6 out of every 10 couples who are married or who are in a relationship are not happy. Because in this generation, women have lost their value to the point where all the man got to do is run a sprint. He got you on your back, or run a sprint, and you already want to give this man a commitment and want to make this man walk you down, let this man walk you down that aisle. But when a man running a marathon, with not you being on your back, consistently pursuing you, not being easy, that's the man who gonna appreciate you. Because he had to work for you. A man gonna value what he had to work for. And that's the problem with a lot of women. A lot of women are so lost and so broken, so desperate and lonely for a man. A man don't have to work. All you gotta do is run a sprint. Run a sprint and then put a ring on your finger, and then you want to get married. Oh, this is my husband. 2 months, 1 month, you don't know that man. You gotta get to know a man. And so many women, this is what I see in coaching. A lot of women now, they let the man dictate and control the relationship. Like, come on. And that word submit be taken the wrong way. That word submit doesn't mean obey him. That word submit doesn't mean dictatorship. That word submit doesn't mean you don't have a voice. Submit don't mean that. Submit don't mean you jump to every back and move this man say. Submit don't mean you do everything this man say do, and you don't say nothing. Some of y'all, some women just like y'all act like y'all go crazy over a man. And like I said this morning, when a woman have low self-esteem, when a woman is desperate, when a woman is lonely, she shut off her common sense, she shut off her discernment, and she shuts off her intuition. 2 months, the man got a ring on your finger. 2 months. Less than 2 months, the man got a ring on your finger. You don't let the man come in your life and propose to you and put a ring on your finger that fast. That's running a sprint. That's why men who are married, not all men, but some men who are married, that's why they don't respect their wife, because they never had to work for her. Because they ran a sprint to get her. And not running a marathon. Not taking the time and the effort to pursue her consistently for months. Will not laying her down. Will not her getting on her back. So many women just allow a man to come in her life and run a sprint, and you wonder why that man don't respect you. You wonder why a lot of men who are married still entertaining their ex. You wonder why a lot of men who are married are on Instagram, ducking up the Instagram models. Because that man did not run a marathon, he ran a sprint. And whenever a man want to propose to you, inside of 6 months, that's a sprint. He trying to rush. And I'm telling y'all what I know. When a man want to go too fast, that is a red flag. When the man come in your life controlling you, telling you to get rid of your friends and do all this stuff, and you guys going along with that foolishness, you ain't saying nothing to that man. When the man telling you you can't be friends with another man on social media, on Facebook, a man that you supported, a man that you support his ministry, Y'all don't hang out together. Y'all don't talk on the phone. Y'all don't have no relationship. This man just a man that you know on social media, and you support and share this man videos. You let a man come in your life and tell you unfriend him, and you unfriend the man. A man, they ain't got no right to make you do nothing you don't want to do. Let me say this again. A man should not make a woman do nothing she don't want to do. You have a choice. And just because the Bible says submit to a man doesn't mean you got to obey everything the man say. Doesn't mean you don't have a voice. That doesn't mean that he's supposed to dictate you. This is a relationship, not a dictatorship. When a man controlling you, that's a dictatorship, not a relationship. When a man telling you to get rid of your friend off of social media or Facebook who you supported, that's not a relationship. That is not your God. That's not even your husband. If that's your fiance, guess what? He still got the right to tell you what to do. You see what I'm saying? You've been knowing a friend, you've been knowing a man all your life since a childhood friend that you know. That don't mean y'all hang out together. That don't mean that y'all chill together. Y'all talk on the phone every day. But you know this man on y'all went to school together, and then y'all friend each other on Facebook, and y'all been friends on Facebook. You meet a man, and the man telling you, and that man do videos, right? That man do videos, and you share all that man videos because you like what he's saying. And then you meet a man who you just met, ain't know the man from Adam. And then you telling that man here, and then that man telling you to unfriend your friend, and you sitting there doing that. Already man got ran your finger. A man like that, he most likely to start putting his hands on a woman. So when the man come in your life and start telling you who not to hang around, who you can't be friends with, and unfriend that person on social media, listen, hold on, listen. This is what you should tell him. Listen, hold on. Because I was telling y'all about this morning about my friend, my sister in Christ, who unfriended me because of what a man said. This is how you handle the situation. Listen, hold on. Let me tell you something. I've been knowing Coach Rod for a long time. I respect Coach Rod. Coach Rod respect me. Ain't nothing going on between me and Coach Rod. I support Coach Rod ministry because I like what Coach Rod do. I share Coach Rod videos. Coach Rod have coached me when I needed help. When I needed support. Coach Rod was there for me. You see what I'm saying? As a friend. Talking to me, coaching me through my problems. And I just met you. I'm not unfriend Coach Rod. There's nothing wrong with me and Coach Rod being friends on social media. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So I don't know what you're going to do, but I'm not doing that. You have no right to come in my life and tell me who I can't be friends with. That's how you tell a man that. That's what you're supposed to tell a man who do that. Then he want to get mad. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Now you know you ain't got no real man. Now you know you got a man who trying to control you. A man got to lead with love, not with force. Not making you do stuff. Not making you do something you don't want to do. And whenever a man start isolating you from everybody, want to start that isolation stuff, controlling, that's a man who could be putting their hands on you. When a man want to rush into a relationship and want to rush into a marriage, soon y'all first meet, he talking about marriage and then he go get a ring, put on your finger, and y'all just met. These are red flags that women overlook because they desperate. And just like my friend, I'm going to keep it real with you. My friend, my spiritual sister, she desperate and she lonely, low self-esteem, and that's why you let a man come in your life and dictate and to control you, and you don't do nothing. That man just ran a sprint to get to her. A sprint. Ain't over about a couple of months. That's a sprint. Let a man court and date you and run a marathon to get you, to get to know you, spend some time with you, without you being on your back. That's what a marathon is. A marathon is not easy. And then what y'all gotta realize, queens, as a queen, you are so fearfully and wonderfully made. The man's supposed to pursue you because you the prize. You the prize. But women have made men the prize. This is why men don't respect women, because some women have made men the prize. Don't let the man come in your life and you don't know this man telling you who you can't be friends with. You don't know this man. And then 2 or 3 weeks, this man got a ring talking about he want to marry you. You sit there and say, listen, queen, every man who wants to propose to you and want to marry you doesn't mean that man is doing it for love. Sometimes some men do marry for love. Sometimes men do marry. But every man who proposed to you, sis, don't accept every man engagement. If that man has not pursued you, if that man has not ran a marathon to get you, you got to turn that thing down. Some women, they accept every man that wants to be with them. They cannot turn a man down. And I'm not saying turn a good man down. I'm talking about turning a grown boy down. And I'm talking about not allowing a man to rush you in marriage. So here's the thing, queens. Here's the thing. This is how you know whether or not a man really loves you and really serious about you. This is how you gonna know a man intention with you. Because a lot of times, I hear women say, women who mentor other women, girl, you gotta ask him what his intentions is with you. He gonna lie. He gonna lie. He not gonna tell you what he want to do with you if he got the wrong intention. If he got the wrong intention, he's not gonna tell you the truth. He gonna lie to you. You gotta use your discernment to know what this man's intention is. And you gotta test this man. If you want to know a man's intention with you, you have to test the man. Because he ain't going to tell you. He ain't going to be honest with you. Oh, I come in your life to get to know you and put my hands on you. He going to lie. Oh, I want to make you my wife, girl. You wifey. You wife material. That's what he going to tell you if you ask the man his intention. That's what he going to tell you. If he full of crap. So, whenever a man want to come in your life and run a sprint to get you, run a sprint to put a ring on your finger, 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks, reject it in a nice way. This is how you do it. Oh, I'm so flattered you proposed to me. Oh my God, thank you so much. I'm very flattered. But I just know we just only been dating for like six weeks. And that's a little bit too fast for me. I think we need a little more time to get to know each other. So, I'm sorry to tell you, but I don't want to accept this ring right now because it's just too soon. I don't know you yet. Just like that right there. You nice, you sweet, and you turn it down just like that right there. Watch this now. If that man get upset with you, if that man get an attitude with you because you turned down his engagement, and you don't know this man 6 to 8 weeks, if he get mad, that's a red flag. Red flag. If he get mad because you share his because you rejected his discernment, that's a red flag. He got the wrong intention. He got the wrong intention. But y'all queens, some of y'all unconscious queens, when you start meeting a man, just like my friend, when you start dating a man, you share everything out. When you are lonely, when you got the Al Green spirit, when you got the Betty Rice spirit, when you are lonely, low self-esteem, whenever a man come in your life, when you don't know your worth or your value, whenever a man come in your life and rush you down the altar, you're going to fall for it. You shut everything off. You shut everything off. And you let a man come in your life and control you like you a remote control to a PS4 or something. This ain't no remote control. You ain't got no control over your life. You sit here and he paying you like a remote control. And you doing everything the man said do like you a remote control. This ain't no remote control. This ain't no PlayStation. Make a man run a marathon. Make this man earn you. When you met your husband, he gonna run a marathon for you, baby. Y'all let a man come run a sprint. All of a sudden now, this man got a ring on your finger. 4 or 5 weeks of dating this man. Come on now. This is why men don't respect women. This is why men do not value women. This is why men marry women and then don't respect them, because a lot of women does not require a man to run a marathon. Men are running sprints to get women. And then when they marry you, now you wonder why the man still entertaining his ex. Because y'all rushed. You ain't even go over. It's a lot of stuff you got to go over with a man before you let a man put a ring on your finger. You can't know no man in 2 months. Y'all got to establish real chemistry and real connection. And you cannot establish real chemistry with a man within 2 months. It takes time. I see this stuff all the time. Women just let men come in their life and rush them into a relationship, rush them into marriage. Then they wonder why the man don't respect them. They wonder why the man emotionally cheating on them on Instagram. If all women will require men to run a sprint, to run a marathon, not a sprint, but run a marathon, these men would start respecting women, start valuing women more. And some of y'all queens just lose y'all mind over a man. Y'all get these little men, but y'all think that man God or something. Y'all like this man God. Like, come on. Really? But when a woman knows her worth and her value, she's not going to let no man rush her into no marriage. She's going to turn him down. Less than 2 months. And you got a ring on and see, let me tell you something, queen. That's how you get rid of grown boys. That's how you get rid of toxic men. Men who hit women. That's how you get rid of them. Taking your time. Stand off your bike. Taking your time. Getting to know them. But when you take your time and when you let them run a marathon, guess what? They're gonna give up. Because you know what? It's much harder to run a marathon. See, a sprint, it don't last that long. A sprint is a quick fix. Boom, you done. You done. But a marathon, it takes more time and energy and effort. And that's the problem with a lot of queens. A man does not have to have effort. A man does not have to go out his way to impress women no more. That's the problem with a lot of men. They ain't got to run a marathon. It takes effort. It takes time. It takes long suffering to run a marathon. It takes commitment to run a marathon. It takes commitment. It takes a sacrifice. This is why men don't respect women, because women don't require a man to commit. Women don't require a man to make sacrifices. But women always make sacrifices for men. Every man that pursues you is not your husband. And some queens, some women, every man pursue them, they jump right on it. Every man that pursues you is not your husband. Every man that say he wants to marry you is not your husband. Every man that proposes to you is not your husband. This is why I got married women emailing me about their sorry behind husband. This is why I got a married woman emailing me about a husband who watching bad movies, inappropriate movies, and that same husband cheating on her. He don't respect her. You know why? Because she never required this man to run a marathon. The man just ran the sprint, boom, 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 got it real easy. They got married real fast. This is why men don't respect women. So a man will marry you. Watch this. A man will marry you. Just because a man is marrying you doesn't mean he's marrying you for love. A man will marry you and still dog you out. do it all the time. Queens, make these men run a marathon, not no sprint. You deserve for a man to put time and effort. And when you make a man run a marathon and not a sprint, you're going to separate the grown boys from the grown men. Because a grown boy, he cannot run a marathon. He got a grown boy, he don't have the patience to run a marathon. Once he see that you too much work, he going to go. If women will make every man prove themselves to them by running a marathon, women will not be getting inside a relationship with a man is putting their hands on them. Because a man who put hands on women, guess what? If you make them run a marathon, they're going to go. They gone. They gone. But if you let them run a sprint, all you got to do is just run a sprint and rush, they're going to be putting their hands on you. And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Whenever a man going too fast, and it may not be all the time. It might be some exceptions. Because I know some of y'all know somebody. So don't even comment in here. Oh, that's not true. I know somebody. I know my auntie, my uncle, they got married. And they don't know each other for 4 weeks. And they married. I know somebody that married a man. And they don't know each other for 2 weeks. Okay, fine. But how you know they happy though? Do you know for sure they happy? It's always going to be some exceptions. But what I'm trying to tell y'all is, I can't get on here and teach the exception. I'm teaching y'all the rule. And one rule is, a man should work for you. Not just come in your life and run a sprint. Because when a man don't work for you, I'm telling you, he's not going to respect you. He's not going to respect you. Because it was easy for him. A man going to respect what he had to work for. A man going to respect what he had to sacrifice for. And that's the problem with a lot of women. Every man that proposed to them, they already got to accept that man proposal. They can't turn no man down. Because they desperate. Desperate. Eddie Coach Rod, man. It's tight, but it's right. For my book, the link gonna be in the description box. And the book you're searching, the link gonna be in the description box also. God bless y'all, man.